I wanted to share testimony real quick of something that happened last night. So we're at the last meeting out there at the Power and Love, and this guy, at the end, he comes running across the stage, and I'm praying for people, and he comes running across the stage, and he tries to get to me, and William said, "Hey man, you just have to hold off for a second," because he was coming from behind, and then William, like, this kid just changed. Right there, we hear the kid was hearing voices and is under lots of condemnation and all kinds of lies. And so our security guy came up, and then the kid took a swing at him, and so he had to take this guy out outside. And so there was kicking and screaming and all that stuff. And our war's never against people; it's never against flesh and blood. And so we're just, I don't know that it even happened. And then we get back to the back, and after everything, and he said, "Man, this guy came up," and I said, "Man, I know our war's not against people." Because that's the way I was. I lived that way. I heard voices my whole life, man. And so we go back we go back in the cars. We go to our house. We go and we packed everything up last night. We had to move camp, so we moved down here to LA last night. We get to the hotel. We have probably about 15 bags, and we have like a whole. It's like moving the herd. We have a whole herd of people we have to get up to our room. So there's no luggage carts because everybody has them because so many people are here for the call. So we go and we're trying to get our stuff. And I asked this guy, I said, "Hey, man." And he goes, "Oh, dude, I was at your conference, man. I just want to say thank you so much for what you bring and for what you carry." And I said, "Thanks a lot." And I gave him a hug. And he walked away. And I said, "Hey," I said, "do you mind?" When I saw him again, I said, "Do you mind if you'd help us carry our bags up to our room?" And he said, "No." And so he carries our bags, helps us get up to the room. And then once we get loaded up, he said, "Man, I wish my son was here. He'd love to talk to you." And I said, "Man," I said, I'll do a video for you." He said, "Oh, my phone's in my room." I said, "Well, go get your phone, come back, and I'll do a video for you." So the guy comes back a little bit, and he goes, "Well, let me tell you the story of my son." He said, "Tonight," now listen, this is millions of people in LA. Like, this is how God does it. Because God's after the one. He said, he said, "My son just wanted to get close to you." So he ran up on the stage, and then he took a swing at one of the security guys. So here his son was the one that came up on stage and heard voices, and there's like all kinds of people. This is the line for the call. This is it. This is it. This is it. People everywhere. Yay. Sorry, I got disconnected. So anyway, this guy said, "My son is the one that ran across the stage." And I said, "No way." I said, "Dude, you got to call him." So he said, "My son was so upset." He said, "Todd will never forgive me." And I said, "Man, I was never mad at you. Like, I was never upset. Let me call your son right now and pray for him." So I called him, prayed for him, and he just got set free from that thing on the phone.